play a game.
Oh, gets into the chair just in time. How's the audio for folks? Hopefully okay. Hello to HD Gaming 360, British Railfan, Real Lord Vectron, Wesley Grady, Florian, and Samantha's Trains, and I think that's everybody who has popped in a chat so far. Welcome. I should put these on, shouldn't I? That would help. All right. I haven't eaten my breakfast yet. Hentis is still going. Hentis is also streaming. I was watching. I should probably stop that, shouldn't I? It's a bit mean to restream Hentis. All right. So it looks like 3 years, Florian. Amazing. Thank you. Some Welsh bloke. Hello. So it looks like we're doing... Ooh, actually, it was looking really sure for Scotty there for a little while, but we've... Oh, no, it's Scotty, because we've got 50% on Scotty, 17 on Fowler, 33 on Jubilee, and no one likes the 7F. All right. So the next question is, Lickey or Shap? What are we going to run on first? Why don't we try Lickey? Lickey first. Lickey's steeper than Shap, I think. Yeah, Lickey's steeper than Shap, and it's BCC, isn't it? Oh, Birmingham Commuter. Birmingham Cross City. Why do I keep calling it Birmingham Commuter? I always do. All right. You want me to wait for you, British Rail fan? I will get in here and I'll set up for free roam on foot. And we want to go to Bromsgrove. Don't screw it up and go to the wrong place this time. And how about early in the morning? Actually, it's probably too early because we're going to be winter, aren't we? And we want custom weather. Today will do fine. Clear? No, I don't think so. I think we want snowstorm. We probably want some fog too. Why not? Lots of precipitation. I'll go 50% on the wetness. That'll annoy Scotty. Maximum snow level, maximum cloud, maximum wind strength. All right. Let's kick that off and let's just see if we can get Scotty in edgewise. And if anybody else is playing along, let me know when you're ready, and we'll give this a crack. All right. Now, I better go to the... Is this the right platform? I don't think it is. I think I want to be on that platform, don't I? From memory. It's just... Yes, I want to be on that platform. Whee! Don't do this at home. All right. Let's bung in a Scotsman. We'll do whatever the biggest train is that Scotsman can actually have. Flying Scotsman tender, that doesn't seem very useful by itself. 14 coaches, is that the most? Yeah, 14 coaches seems to be the most. This won't get up the hill, but that's okay. All right, we're in. We have a Scotsman. Oh, we should put some lamps on, shouldn't we? I often forget to put the lamps on, and people yell at me. All right, we'll go down here and do it. 2 white lights. That'll do. I can't remember what that means in the lamp codes, but... Hey, look, I opened an inside door instead of an outside door. That's pretty clever. What else would I want to do there, train? All right, let's get in the chair and let's get a route set. While Scotty chuff. We only have to get up to the, in fact, you only have to get up to here. Barnt Green. That's as far as you need to go, really, to challenge the bank. So let's go to Barnt Green. We're sitting at Bromsgrove. Let me know when you're ready, British Rail fan. Does the wind strength setting make any difference? I don't think so. Flying Southerner, hello. Wesley also playing. Real Lord Vectron, expect to see horizontal rain and snow with maximum wind strength. Paula Schneider, hello to you. I was on the Hinter stream, yes, I certainly was. We're about to take this beast up the hill. It's 9:02, so technically I'm late, but that's okay. And yeah, I would expect more of a, this looks like a flurry. Looks like confused winds. But it certainly sounds loud. So, is the thing working? It is. I don't know why it does blower in the other direction, but that's okay. So reverse. No, we've got the regulator on that one. We've got brake on that one. Okay. And oh, I'm not actually showing you the thing, am I? Hang on. Cam 2. Hopefully it's lined up well enough. Oh, look at that. Lined up perfectly. So we want to go full forwards, I think, on the reverser. Come on, you. And we probably want our cocks open to start with. And we're going to want brakes off. And back into running. And nice gentle start. Nice gentle start. She's going to need to be a gentle start. Probably going to need some sand because we're on maximum wetness, which means this thing with its giant wheels is going to want to slip. Let's try briefly closing the cocks and open again. Come on. Come on. Hey, let's sand the front. Come on. You can do it. This could be an early fail. What do we do if it can't do it? Just sit here for 4 hours and watch it? Alright, let's bring the regulator back a touch. See, opening the cylinder cocks reduces the steam press pressure. They've got that much right in the sim. Steam simulation is not amazing in the game, but it's not awful. I'd be making a small mountain of sand at this point. Maybe maximum wetness was a really bad idea. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. We can hold more of a nudge on the regulator. Come on. Oh, I wonder if this is one of those weird formations that's got the wrong brakes on the carriages. We should probably look at that. We'll leave it sitting there with its regulator open, because what I wouldn't... Oh, hang on. I've got both ejectors closed. Of course not releasing. Right. Now we'll be able to go. Because I think those coaches are vacuum, and I had it set on just air. We'll know in a minute, because we'll either start moving or we won't. What are they set on? Vacuum release chambers closed. Let's just see what it does. If they needed vacuum, they've almost got it. Nicholas, thank you. Hello. Welcome. British Railfan got it moving easy. Oh. Some Welsh bloke said there's already a salty man prepping a loco to rescue me. That doesn't surprise me. All right, so if they did need vacuum, hopefully this thing will start moving soon. Well, we're rolling backwards, so it must be released. So yeah, it must have needed vacuum. Don't go backwards. We don't want to go backwards, we want to go forwards. You are set for forwards, good. Let's give it some more sand. Come on, come on. You can do it. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. It's moving. Touch more. Did you have maximum wetness? Oh, come on. Don't spad. No, no, no. It's going to spad. It's going to spad. Grrr. Brakes aren't working very well, I've just noticed. Right, okay, let's try that again. Regulator is open slightly. Cocks are open. Brakes off. Touch more regulator. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll bring the reverser back a bit too. Let's give her a bit less power. Up there. Let's try that. Bit less power. Let's see how she goes. Come on. That should help. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Maybe. Cylinder cocks are open like they should be. You're making me look bad, Scotty. Stop it. What are we doing up there? Right. Where's the train? There's the train. Right. Close cocks. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, here she goes. Finally. Whoa! Come on, lift your train. Anybody if this thing had actually had a couple of physics. Less power. Come on, we don't want to roll through the bloody brakes. Come on. Almost going to spad down the back there. Less power. Come on. You can do it. You shouldn't even be able to slip at 30% forwards. Just shouldn't be possible. Come on. Open a large ejector so we get the brakes off quicker. Having just dumped everything. Either they're not really vacuum brakes and I've screwed myself now. This is also possible. Come on. 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 All right. Yep. We've gone forwards. I can't believe we're starting off at the cruising power, though. That's crazy. Whoop. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. This doesn't bode well because the bank starts almost straight away. Come on, Scotty. Come on. You know you want to. No slipping. No slipping. Oh, come on, you. I don't like you today, Scotty. He's not doing well. Come on. Now she's stuck. That's just going to go crazy in a minute. What should be going mental about now. I'm beginning to wonder if putting that ejector on was a mistake. It's just all the vacuum. Because maybe they are air brake coaches. Alright, we have no more vacuum. Let's go back outside. Are you going to do better this time? Or is that electric thing next to you going to give you away? Come on. You're stuck, aren't you? I think it's actually stuck. Go back a little bit. Can you go backwards? You can. Alright, good. Stop. Let's try that again. Come on. Come on. You know you can do it. Oi. Stop making fun of me. Bloody 323. Yeah, look at him looking at it going. Look at you move. Come on. That is the signal behind me, isn't it? Yep, my signal is still green. We're holding him up. He can't go. This is going so well. So that makes me think there is a vacuum braked train, because air's okay. So that should be fine. Air's released. We've got 35 pounds. That's when the brake is. That means brakes are on, doesn't it? It's got independent brake on, has it? No? Scotsman. You're being naughty. Oh, there is still a little bit of vacuum on. Okay, let's get rid of that. Oh, it's pumped the vacuum back up again. Why? We don't have either ejector open, do we? No. So it shouldn't be able to pump the vacuum back. Or, I shouldn't say back up. Increase the vacuum. It's still got 5 pounds on. Florian says they're Mark 1, so definitely vacuum. Yeah, we'll keep trying. It does seem to suggest yes, because we have brake pressure is releasing now. Let's just bring that back a bit. Still got some regulator on, just a little bit. Stop proving I don't know how to drive steam engines, Scotty, because that's bad. My instructors will yell at me. For those of you who don't know, I am a steam locomotive fireman. I do get to drive, but generally nothing this big. Biggest I drive's a Garrett. And I drove it on Friday. Come on. Come on. And it's still struggling against the coaches. They still haven't released properly, I don't think. Yeah, go forward, Rails. That's helpful, mate. Very helpful. Very helpful, mate. And as soon as the brakes have released, back we go. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's just going to spad. I think Scotty's a fail. I think we're not even going to get it out of the platform. No, not all the way to 75%. Rails, that'll give it way too much power. Oh, there's no problem with the brakes releasing, because, you know, they have. Actually, I don't have to worry about spadding, because look. I'm already past that signal, so I'm not going to spad. That's fine. I think this load's just too heavy for it. I don't think it can do it. Hey, since we've got a bit up our sleeves with that signal, I am going to run back and have a bit of a run-up. Because she should be able to do this, no problems. No, those brakes really aren't releasing properly, are they? Yeah. Let's force the issue. Shouldn't need the large ejector. Really shouldn't. Small ejector should be enough. Alright, the coaches should be released. No, not steam trains only, Wesley. We can do anything. Just people in the chat asked for steam first up, so we're having a go with Scotty. Alright, let's close the regulator. And we're going to have a little bit of a run-up. Now, if this was real, I'd be dropping sand at this point all the way down the track, but the game doesn't remember that you dropped sand, so there's no point. Because it is flatter down here, I think. Alright, let's stop him there. Hopefully. So there's no hope if even the brakes can't stop it. It just locks up. Alright. Forwards, but not to 75. Let's try about 50. That'll do. Let's get a little bit on. See how we go this time. Look at them all watching me. They're all going, why doesn't the steam engine move? It might need a 47 to give it a shove. I think we might have to leave some carriages behind, just personally. Is it moving? Is it moving? Well, it was. Come on, sort yourself out. Oh, come on. I think we're going to be leaving carriages behind. This is just too heavy. Yep, that's it. Let's start with you, Railfan. Bye. No, having the reverser at 75 will make it worse. Because that'll give it even more power. It's almost doing it at that point. Alright, let's get rid of another one. 75 will make it much worse. Come on. You've got 2 less carriages. Now you can do it. Oh no, my signal's gone red too. Oh well, won't matter by the time we get moving. That other train will have gone anyway. Ooh. What happened then? That's a weird reaction. Hopefully by the time I actually get moving... Hey, there's even people in there. Hate to disappoint you, but... Oi. Oi. Oi, let me in there. God damn it. Fine, keep rolling backwards, see if I care. No one likes you, Scotsman. No one likes you. Hey, the thing's gone again. What have we got? Camera. There we go. No one likes you, Scotsman. Let's get rid of 2 more cars. See if you can do it now, eh? Now you can do it, but you've got a red signal now. Because we lost our path. We've got to wait for that 323 to get out of the way. Because the dispatcher gave up our path. Because he's a bastard. Let's see if we can get one back. Set path. See if I can get this done before it spads. Oh, there's yellows in front of us. There's the 323. Come on, let me do it. Confirm. Alright, we have the green. Don't lose it now, Scotsman. Ah, come on. Don't be a monkey. Let's bring that back even more. Or at least we've got sparks. That's good. I'm not going to claim victory at this point. British Railfan says it is possible. TW says it's a usual load for a mainline loco. Yeah, it's not an unusual load at all. I didn't actually think it would struggle at all. I just thought it would get into it. But if we don't get some speed up, we're screwed. I certainly won't get up the hill into the next part. Just going to keep my finger on the sander button and hope for the best at this point. Oh, she's gone. No, you shouldn't keep slipping like that. Bad physics. Go on, you need to build some speed. If you don't build some speed, we're dead. Here comes the real gradient, which is just about to start. Oh, lost it again. Come on. Stop spinning. I think the steam physics are even worse than I thought. It's linked up way too far now. Sounds like it's slowing down. Feels like it's slowing down. Is slowing down. Let's give you some more power. No, straight away slips. Come on. Did you have full wetness on British Railfan? Because it defaults to no wetness, and I turned the wetness up all the way. Let's try it again with only half wetness. Because I might have gone a bit too hard on the wetness. British Railfan says, I can tell you something, it stalls barely up the hill and can't get any further. Yep. British Railfan is now doing it light loco. It's working fine. Yep. Light loco will go well. It will. Birmingham Cross City timetable. Oh, what did we do? Romsgrove. Oops, missed. Yeah, start at Barn Green. That'll be good. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Custom weather. Snowstorm. See, wetness defaults at 0, and I put wetness to full. So let's try wetness in the middle. Let's just see how that goes. It'll never work. It'll never work. Sand does work on slippery track rails. It's just that this thing's got too much power. Alright. Get in here, Scotsman. We're going to start you off with a smaller set too. So we're going to do that thing that you should never do. Change two things at the same time. Alright. 11. And dunk. Lampies. I need to go up there and put Lampy on anyway. At least I know we don't have to rush to set a path. And I know it doesn't matter if we roll backwards. We learnt this. Alright. Let's get the vacuum system working since we know those carriages need the vacuum. And let's get the brake starting to release at least. In fact, let's put the loco brake on full bore and release the train brake. Here's a good plan. And let's try with it close to 50% again. There's not really any point turning on AWS, but, you know, whatever. And set a path. Let's see if we can not screw this up this time. Did I start in the wrong place? Oh no, it's alright. I confused myself for a moment there. Bart Green, let's go. Brakes should be ready. Train should be ready. We should be good to go. We should. Let's go outside again, because, you know, it's fun to watch. It'll work this time, honest. Probably not. Cocks are open, good. And let's release the loco brake. Will it work? Will it work? No! Slips again straight away. And rolls back down the hill. Come on. How is this even possible? Let's put a little bit of locomotive brake on. That might actually help. That might stop it slipping. There is no way 5% loco brake can hold that back. No way. Not possible. No way. No way. Not possible. Go on. I'm resorting to a keyboard now. This is really bad. Come on. Stop your little slip festival and get out of here. Come on. I'm beginning to think this load's not possible too. Prove me wrong, Scotsman. Keep your feet. Keep your feet. Let's go a tiny increase. Come on. You can do it. Maybe. Do I have to sit here with my finger on the sand button? You can put the solution in chat, British Railfan. If you can get it moving and you got a way to do it, I'm all ears. Flying Southerner has a chance for Lickey after Scotty. What is it? Neil says me in the cones in Dirt Radio and ADS. Come on, Scotsman. Don't like you. We're going to start dropping coaches off the back in a minute. Alright, it's holding its own. Oh, it is actually moving, I suppose. No, it's not. It's slowing down again. It's going to stop. Why do I keep getting thrown out of there? I don't want to uncouple it. Look, I can't get in there to uncouple. Are they sliding? Or are they turning? No, one wasn't enough. Stop throwing me out. Oh, it's actually picking up speed. Alright, let's just go with it. Let's just pretend it's good. Do we dare give it more? I'm not opening up any voice chats at the moment, British Railfan. Hello, JP. How are you? Reverse it to 75 would actually emit even more steam. Starting with a shorter cutoff is better when it's slipping. Come on. Alright, 21's too much. I'm not going to open up any voice chat because I've been having some major dramas with an individual. And if that individual got into the voice chat, it would be a disaster. It's nothing to do with the TSS thing either. It's just some kid that's interesting. I think their parents have taken control now, but not taking the chance. Come on, Scotty. Hey, Melbourne Trango. You're just in time to see me fail again. Come on. Yeah, we're just going to leave this. This is equilibrium. This is okay. The coaches are all on the gradient now, I think. Oh, no, the last two coaches are going on just now. The worst thing is I can't really tell if it's slowing down. It's doing 10 mile an hour. No, it's slowing down. It's losing speed. I am going to have to give it a little bit more of something, whether it's regulator or a tiny bit of reverser. Give it a tiny bit of reverser. No, we're slipping, aren't we? Yep. How is it before the loco brake was stopping it slipping, and now it's not? The physics of this thing. Fine. Yeah, you sit there completely locked up. Good. Now we're going to try and start it on the bank. It's never going to work. Alright, let's get rid of two of you. Because we're starting on an even heavier gradient. Buckeye, come on. What's funny is if that's got Buckeyes, I reckon they're air brake coaches, not vacuum brake coaches. Which wouldn't help. This will never work. Told you. Come on. It might need some shed assistance, Melbourne train guy. That's interesting. But it just rolled back onto the one I uncoupled. That's very interesting. And that one rolled forwards. What's going on with you, Scotsman? You still can't move. Was that movement? That's movement. No, now we're going backwards. And forwards. And backwards. Oh, I cannot help you how to be a staff member on Roblox, Brody Meyer. That's not possible. It would be entirely up to the people that own that game. That's certainly not me. What are you doing? You're dancing. You're just having a little dance. The steam physics in this game is so bad. Alright, I'm calling Scotty a fail. Alright. Actually, I can just restart because we won't have a train. So we'll restart in the right place with the right weather. It'll be fine. What are we going to run? Scotty's a fail. What are we going to run? Let me know. I'll just go on the pause screen so we don't get trains coming in. JP says, don't forget the sander. Real Lord Vectron says that's why kids should be banned from the internet. They have been. Well, at least in this country. I've actually got Scotsman up that grade before with those kind of conditions. But not today, clearly. JP says, if this is a Scotsman rail tour you were driving, yes, coach air brake. No, it's just a Scotsman formation I spawned. Real Lord Vectron says we'll be ordering some TS controllers after Christmas, getting some flexi levers, and might get the brake controller as well. I've been looking at those, but I think I'll probably, if I buy them, I'll buy them when I'm in the UK next. Father Jack is having some wine and pondering the question the British government are going to in-ring the whole rail network back into their hands with improvement. We'll find out in a few years. Real Lord Vectron says problem is cost about $1,000 for the flex lever pair. Yes, they're not cheap. Wesley says we might have to do something else. Yes. Try more than one Scotty, says British Railfan. We could do that. We could multiple units from Scotties. Multiple Scotties. You know what? We're going to try that. I know it's impossible, and I know it's stupid. Let's go with 11 cars again. But, you know, I think, what about a triple header? If I can get it in front of the signal. Well, how close can I go? There. All right. Spawn one there. And we're already past that signal, aren't we? If I spawn one, is it just going to instantly spad? That'll be an interesting thing. Triple Scotties. I don't even know if Scotty knows how to run multiple unit, actually. Never tried. I mean, it's just silly. But that's why we do it, isn't it? Triple Scotties. Okay. Put some lamps on you. Now let's set up a path so we don't spad when bad things happen. So that signal might not actually go green with this Scotsman sitting in front of it. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm probably going to have to back behind it to actually get through. Listen to it pumping up its air pump in a burst of energy and power. Alright, brakes off. Full reverse. AWS thing. Even though it'll yell at me. Alright, just wait for it to go clonk. Because it will, at some point. There it goes. Brakes on. Let's go and couple to this Scotty. So why did it stop? Interesting. Alright. Brakes off. Now I have a faint suspicion that in each of these we're actually going to have to control them. Because I doubt it knows how to multiply. Oh, that's why. It's because it's got a Buckeye up. Come on. Just couple it. Just pretend you know what you're doing and couple it. That's good. Okay. Now, will it be able to do this by itself? I don't know. Interesting question. Interesting question. We'll soon find out. Since it's got buckeyes on the carriages, well, it can move. So I don't think the other Scotties are actually doing anything. No, they're not. It's just rolling backwards. Alright, loco brake on. Train brake. I'm just leaving it brakes alone this time. So, can I get actually into a Scotsman? There's a question. So I need to be able to do things to it. Aha. Oh, it is in forwards. Okay. It does know how to multiple unit. Look at that. But its brakes aren't released. They're in neutral, so that should be okay. What about this one? Neutral. Regulators open. Forwards. It actually does know how to multiple unit. What do you know? And they're all going to slip now. I don't think it knows how to multiple unit very well. Oh no, get out of the way, you bastard 323. I want to be able to see what's going on. They definitely are all chuffing. They are all trying. And they slip at different times. That's cute. But there's no way 3 Scotties isn't enough, so let's, I think I will have to go with the vacuum brakes here. Except that it rolls backwards, so surprising. Look what the steam chest pressure's doing. No way. Why would it do that? That's so weird. So what does it need to make it work? And there's no way 3 Scotties couldn't make this move. It's just not possible. Alright, Scotsman. It's time for some disgrace. This will never work, though. Oh, that's right, because I'm not in the... Hang on. Let's get out of the train. This probably won't work. But it's time for some disgrace for the Scotsman. What are we going to rescue with? EWS? Nah, let's rescue. We'll rescue with a pink one. Gonna rescue you with a pink 66. That is how humiliating this is. Be funny if this can't make it move, wouldn't it? I have no idea if you can even do this. Never tried. Yeah, my switches, they're all on. They are. Actually, I won't have a reverser in this. Brakes off. That's on the direct brake, so we'll have to do it. It's got to push back until it hits. There we go. It just... Oh. Now it's rolling away. It's rolling uphill. Where are you going, dude? You're rolling uphill. You're clearly as dumb as the Scotsman. Unless that's gone to forwards. Oh, it has gone to forwards. No wonder. What couplers it got at it? Ah, Buckeye. That wouldn't have helped. Right. I have no idea if this will work. We'll soon know. So we might have to go and tell the Scotsmans to actually do something. Because I doubt the 66 can pull the 3 Scotsmans. And they've got brakes on as well. So I need to get those into... Oh, piss off. Sure. And I want you to go to shutdown, which requires me to pull the pin. Right. Where's the regulator? Okay, we've got one Scotsman trying. Have we got more than one Scotsman trying? We might have to get something smart like a Vectron. You're not trying, are you? I don't think you're trying. Come on. Alright, that's 2 Scotsmen trying. I wonder why they stopped trying. I need to find a way to get onto that other Scotsman to make it run. Otherwise, even this ungainly ensemble's not getting up the hill. You just sit there slipping. That's fine. At least you're helping a little bit. Polishing the wheels. I reckon the shed's slipping. Hooray! There's no way. No way. Well, we know Scotsman can't do it even with a shed. So what are we trying now? Fowler? Could try a little Fowler. What are we going to try, folks? Suggestions. Suggestions. Brodied noise. I think you gave you a friend request. I'll have a look. Luke Snowball says, I don't know how my parents would feel as I went out train spotting. I don't go train spotting with anybody, Luke Snowball, so that's an easy answer. Melbourne Train Gauge said I shared my cucumber all across the YouTube. Oh dear. Yes, there will be a big relay race coming up. We actually read what day that is. Is that still tomorrow? I should look. I should probably pay attention, shouldn't I? Otherwise I won't turn up. That would be bad. Yes. I actually recommend that people that don't know each other don't meet up, to be honest, and especially if they're kids. It's not that good. Once you get to know somebody, that's a different story. But not when you don't know them. All right, what are we going to try and get up this hill? I think the brakes did come off some Welsh bloke because Scotty had them off. And then I put it into, well, actually, I probably dumped it when I put it into emergency before I got it round into shutdown. Interesting. Right away says, hello from dwelling in UK once again. Can't stay long, but did post some shorts like you suggested. Good. Yeah, hopefully they do well for you and they start picking up. Wesley said, I got Scott's me up the Lickey Incline. Well done, Wesley. You're clearly better at it than me. Melbourne Train Guy says, break out the Vectron. Wesley says the 150. Rail says the 8F. Getting a grip in the snow. The 8F might do it. Might. Because it's got little wheels, but so might the Fowler. Oh. 150 will do it, no problem at all. Box fans. I don't think there's any passenger coaches in this thing. We'd have to make one. Have I ever made one? No. All right. Well, that's about the same length train, actually. One lamp for you. I have a lamp in here too, why not? Come on. Now this one will go for about 60%. And she's just going to take off easily. No problems whatsoever. Because she's got little wheels. I do have Thomas. Thomas doesn't care about snow. We could do a run with Thomas. But Thomas doesn't even slip, I don't think. These are supposed to be loaded plank wagons, but there's nothing in it. At least I think I selected loaded. But that's fine. Melbourne train guy wants a Vectron. I think you can actually run a Vectron here. I think it's 1500 here. Got my finger on the sand button all the time. Well, we're on the gradient. 8F, clearly better than Scotsman. 7F, sorry. I'm not going to push it though, because this is working. We don't have a speedo in this one, do we? We've got no idea how fast we're going or how slow we're going. Shut the door so we don't fall out accidentally. Actually, it sounds like she's slowing down. But she's still going, and she's not slipping. And she's not blowing off anymore, finally. Definitely slowing down, though. It's the world's wonkiest wheel. Wow, what's going on there? Uh-huh. That's somewhat off-centered. Bouncy. Go on, you can do it. Let's give you just a tiny bit more power. See what happens. We'll keep on the sand. Melbourne train guy says we need a track train to clear the snow. Both this one and the Fowler should be able to do this without too much drama. They might be really slow, but they should be able to do it. Because they've got tiny driving wheels, which means they can get the power onto the track better. Cab Pepe says, I did Lickey with the Scotsman and the 4F pushing. Oh, we could try that. Yeah, we'll give that a try, why not? Brody says, what about tank engines? I think that might be a good thing for the snow. Have a try. Well, the Fowler will do it. British Railfan says, what about the 20s with the steel train? I reckon Class 20 should be able to do it without any trouble at all. Wesley says, Richie's already gone to bed. It's early. Ah. What else did people ask for? This isn't slowing down anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I dared to move the mouse and it all went, wah! Still got my finger on the sand button. But we're in the steepest part, so I think this is going to be fine. It's going to get up the hill. I can finally have my coffee. It's cold now, of course, but I have a backup cup of tea in a thermo mug. Look, it doesn't show you. That actually sounds like it's accelerating to me, just a tiny bit. But she's going to get up. Wesley made it up okay with Scotsman. How many carriages did you have, Wesley? What's your secret? What's your secret recipe? How many 66s did you put on the back? It was more than a wonky wheel. It's a wonky axle box. The whole thing's bouncing up and down. It still is. Very wonky. Wesley made it all right with Scotsman with 11. Oh, you've done 3 Scotsmans as well. Okay. I think my main drama with Scotsman is that it's the brakes are weird. Melbourne Train Guy says 2 Class 66s with a loaded BBA barely made it up. I don't like the chance on a pair of 20s. What if we had 10 20s? One of the lessons I did learn on a very slippery day, because my driver on one of the days said, as we're doing a double shuttle, so that's 4 trips, and the driver's going, you can pick any one trip for you to drive end to end. And I said, well, I'll do the last one, because the last one's cool. And usually I'm buggered from firing by the last one anyway, and don't want to fire anymore. So he goes, okay. And the day went on, it was warm, it was sunny, it was nice, and I'm looking forward to a nice, easy drive back to Belgrave. And then just before we left Lakeside, it started to drizzle. And what does Gavin do? Gavin does what Gavin always does when there's about to be a learning moment and goes, and I go, Gavin, are you going to take it back since it's starting to drizzle? It's been really slippery. And he goes, nah, time to learn. Bastard. But what I learnt that day is getting up the hill at 6 miles an hour is perfectly acceptable. If that's the best that's going to happen. We're almost at the top. We're nearly there, 4F. Not 4F, sorry, 7F. Shouldn't insult you like that. 4F's only half of you. And it is accelerating, just a tiny bit. I don't have a speedo, so I can't really tell you if it's picked up much speed, but the chuff's getting quicker. These cups are quite good. They keep your tea warm for a very long time. British Railfan says 20s have the most attractive effort in any diesel in the UK. It'll be very slow, but it will make it. I would have thought a 66 was stronger than a 20. Brody's favourite loco at Puffing Billy is 6A. 6A is just to, it looks the best, I'll admit that. It's visually attractive, but it's the worst one to drive, and it's the worst one to fire. It's taken me a little while, but I figured out how to fire the thing now, so I get it going pretty well, but it's totally different to the others. And it's much harder work to fire it. That is definitely getting faster. Just a little bit. I reckon we've picked up about 1 mile an hour coming up the hill. That's our gratuitous bridge moment. That bridge must have been the undoing of a lot of steam engines, because it's actually a different gradient to the rest of the track. And we've gotten into the steepest part, but it doesn't last very long. And it just sailed through it, didn't care. British Railfan says 66 is more powerful, but 24 has more power to truck movement. The 66 will struggle more than the 20 on hills. The 20 is a chugger. The 20 is basically a tractor. And it's like an old John Deere, not a modern John Deere, they're rubbish, but an old John Deere just goes duk, 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 just gets into it. My favourite tractor is actually a German one, the Lance Bulldog. They're amazing. Single cylinder, you can't stop the bastards. There's nothing they can't pull. If you go to a tractor pull thing in America, which is crazy, there's people there with 25, 30,000 horsepower tractors that they've built specially. Multiple engines, all sorts of ridiculous things. And then you'll see someone sitting there and they'll take that same sled with a lance, and it just goes dook, 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 and just drags the thing down the thing. It might take it 15 minutes to do it, but it will. We have almost crested the top, which is a spot where Scotty just loves to let go, just here. When I do get Scotty going up this bank, this is where it loses it. Right at about this signal cabinet, which is right at the crest. Got the big double yellow, but no AWS, so no one cares. Ooh, she slipped briefly then. Did you see that? Just very briefly it slipped. And is now picking up speed. No great surprise there. Because we have crested the top. As the rest of the train comes up, she'll make it to Bart Green no problems now, so we can probably even get off the sand. Wearing out my finger. I'll have to change my controller config for diesels. Even though we've proved the point, we'll still take it to Burnt Green, because why not? Chris Martin, hello. I'm not that surprised the 7F got up when the Scotty couldn't, to be honest. I reckon with the same carriage the 7F would still get up. Because she's got tiny wheels, she's meant for power. She's not meant for speed. She's a power machine. Now the next question is it fitted or unfitted, this stuff? I don't think those hoses are connected. Oh no, they are. So it's got brakes. Okay, it'll be able to stop. Because, you know, that would be funny. Let's pull forwards, regulator off, and we better start doing some braking. Because she's going to struggle just as much stopping as she does getting going. And that signal should go green just as I get to it. But you never know. Geez, the loco brakes released quickly. I am doing a freight train at the moment. Looks like Scotty and 4F banking's a popular move. Locked up the brakes on the carriages. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. I didn't even know it could happen. See, there's a triumphant whistle. Alright, let's lock the brakes up. And we shall simply go, before we get to that destination, restart on foot, so we've got exactly the same conditions. Because if you get to the destination, you're stuffed. Alright, so, looks like, let's end the poll. So it looks like Scotty with a 4F on the back wins, so we're going to have to build this formation. And I still think I'll struggle with Scotty's bloody brakes, but let's give it a crack. Let's give it a crack. Scotsman. No, 1T, not 2. And let's go for the 14 again, because we're stupid. Well, I'm stupid. You're not stupid. And let's put some lamps on. And let's race down the back. And stick a 4F on the back. And we'll just start the 4F pushing, and then we'll go up the front and set up the front. It's, you know. Because I doubt Scotty's got the code to control the banker. So I think the banker's going to have to be driven. If you do it with the 7F, the 7F knows how to control the banker. And you can actually drive the banker, and it will control the 7F as well. I don't know if it'll know how to control Scotty. It might. Alright, let's get in here and get squashed between two trains. And we want a 4F light engine. There we go. You can have two 4Fs. Should we have 2 or 1? 2. Let's have 2 4Fs. Forwards, brakes off. There's a little injector on this, it's open. Don't tell me I have to drive the back one. Probably do, don't I? No. It knows. The brakes off. No, its brakes are on. Duffer. That helped. Maximum breakage. Let's put that away. Hook those up. I'd rather it didn't have any brakes on, but you know, that's okay. Right, so let's give you about 20%, because I reckon you'll sit there without slipping with 20%, because you're a fowler. Yep, no slipping. Good. Should probably close the cocks though. I still think it'll just sit there. Yep, good. All right, let's get back up into here into Scotty. Who's running? So, ooh, that's interesting. That means the fowler does know how to run Scotsman. But the question is, what kind of brakes are they? Interesting. Get in there. Let's get the brakes off. Actually, let's get a path on it first. Actually, I should be able to do a path from here, shouldn't I? If I just drive this thing, should be able to do a path. Okay, I'll have to do a path from my loco. I can do that. All right. This will go fine. Plant green. Oop. So let's see if we can do it with doing nothing. Maybe it'll work. Maybe I can run the brakes from here. Let's just try. Ooh, slippy, slippy. Scotsman's slipping, doing nothing. Rolling backwards. Scotsman, you're just a jerk. You know that? You are just a jerk. So if it's rolling backwards, that means its brakes are definitely off. Let's come off full forwards too. Let's come back a little bit. Alright. That's moving. Both fowlers are moving. Scotsman's probably slipping like crazy up the front by now. Yep. Screw you, Scotsman. The fowlers are going. You slipping still? Alright, if they're not slipping, we'll just live with it. I reckon the Scotsman's going mental. Mental Scotsman! Just ignore that. British Railfan says the 20 loves it like TSD said about the tractors. I've driven a 20, so yes, they are quite powerful. Luke says it was nice to see the Pathfinder Rail Tour. Brody says maybe do a double header. British Railfan says final of the ones ago retired it from runnings. Pathfinder is no more. Scotty! Neither of these little bastards are slipping though. They just don't care. We're just going to leave the setup as it is, because clearly the only energy is coming from the fowlers. Scotty's now on the hill. Oh, we're slowing down. I think the fowlers are doing absolutely all the work. The fireman's gone AWOL again. Scotty! Try and give them a little bit more and hopefully they won't slip. Hopefully Scotty won't derail itself either. Whoop, slippage. We're doomed. We're doomed. I reckon the Fowlers could do this by themselves, but they probably can't do it with Scotsman on the front. Alright, fail. Declaring it, fail. What was next choice was the 20s. Alright. 2 class 20s coming up. I actually think Scotsman might be a bit sad. Class 20. That's the standard 20, isn't it? What are we going to do? Class 20 and a 101. I don't think I've ever seen that. You know, we're doing it. Because I don't think I've ever actually seen this train. What do you know? Okay. I've never run this config. Cool. We're doing this. I need to change my TSW rail driver thing and change it to be not steam. We need to go back to diesel and we need to load up the standard lever settings and go. See if that's working. Yep, it is. Good. And brakes to release. Should put a bit of loco brake on though. That's working. Good. Good. Alright, let's give it a path. I don't think this will struggle too much, really. I really don't. I don't think it'll struggle too much at all. Alright. We aren't powering. Have I not done... Oh, you know why. Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's this config. Let's put you back to off. I was thinking I had reverser on a lever and I don't. This time for sure, Ollie. No, stop rolling backwards. Go on. Still not going to power up, are you? You're being very weird, you know that? Why are you being weird? You're in forward, engine's running. Well, you want to power up? Oh, now you're going to make amps. Okay. It wasn't making amps before, now it is. That is still green, isn't it? Yep, good. Never seen that combo. Never opened this door either. Who do you good? Yeah, I don't think this one is going to struggle up here too much with only a 101 on the back. But you never know, do you? Some Welsh bloke says, message retracted. Thanks, Lord Victron. You usually say that when you're running away. Luke Snowball says RHTTs will only pass in the evening. I think they'd run real RHTTs during the day if they had to. If they needed to clean the rails up because trains weren't getting up the hill, they'd run an RHTT. I don't think this thing's even slipping at all. It's just banging it. We're not going to give it more power though, because why tempt fate? And of course I haven't put on the AWS, but where is it? I'm trying to find it in here. It's down there, isn't it? I think down here. She's working a bit harder now. She's still going. Having fun. Ooh. Who brought that on? Why did it suddenly decide to burst out a big pile of black exhaust? Self-thrashing. Excellent. British Railfan wants me to do it with a loaded steel train. Oh, but I had to do this one because it was there. And Melbourne Train Guy says, is it a sub for the 31 and 101 off TVL? I don't know. I didn't even know this formation existed. I've never seen it in a timetable anywhere. So I'd be curious where it comes from. Melbourne Train Guy's never seen it before. Luke Snowball says, how could I tell that there are RHTT passings? They go to stations like Hatfield and the Glossop line, which is a dead-end station. You should be able to see them if you look on, oh, what's the name of the bloody site? Where's my phone? Real-time trains. Real-time trains, you should be able to see them. Do you know my phone's been watching Hentus all this time? Some Welsh bloke was on the class 50 with 8 coaches up there once, 80 through Bromsgrove, line speed then, lost 30 mile an hour on the bank. That wouldn't surprise me. The 50s are a loud thing, aren't they? They're quite impressive. One train at a time, British Railfan. Calmness is required. But we're not exactly struggling going up here. We've got plenty of speed on. Hasn't even... Well, actually, I shouldn't say it hasn't changed, because it was right on the 30 line, and it's dropped down to about 29.5. That's the only difference coming onto the bank. Otherwise, she's just chugging up the hill like a little chugger. So, no struggles at all. It's amazing how much you can't see. You have to stick your head out the window like a doggy. Should have an AWS any second. I still haven't eaten my breakfast. Had a late start this morning. I was watching Hentus stream, and then I was thinking, it's a bit late. Should probably get up. Some Welsh bloke says 50 is very popular loco. Indeed, they are. Very loud too. Cleared the bank, no problem at all. MTG wants a Gronk. I have heard of 56, yes. I think my favourite of the really loud diesels are the Westerns, to be honest. Come on, signalman. Thrash time. Full thrash as we approach the red. Except we're supposed to stop, aren't we? How come I've got a signal beyond burnt green when that was my path? Maximum brakes, let's lock them up. Slide into the station. Alright. That one didn't struggle at all, so we'll do British Railfan's thing first. We'll do a pair of 20s. With a steel if there's a formation for it. It's weird that that's the only one I've got. One off Tees Valley. It is picking up the nuclears as well, though. Nuclear flasks, HEA hoppers, BBA flats, PGA hoppers, BBA flats, loaded coils, that's the one. Yeah, let's see what you do. There's our train, should be pretty heavy. We're going to be driving from the other cab this time. Oh, there's only one master key. You got to put it in here first, don't you? Set a path. I don't know if these will struggle or not. I'd like to say no. But hey, let's find out. Come on, let me pick burnt green. Come on, you. Come on, I want to pick it. Thank you. Alright, we should. We've got a green signal just out there. I can see 1 pixel of it. There we are in forwards. Okay. Can we have some amps? Ampses? Hello, Ampses. No Ampses. Brakes are off. All the brakes are off. Maybe I have to put that down. Can I have amps? I cannot have amps. Why are you being weird with me, Class 20? Is that what you wanted? Still no amps. Not that you're going to make any difference. Way too bright. Why do I have no amps? they're both running. Wait. Yeah, they're both running, so it's not a weird random train fault thing or anything. Why do we have no amps? Anybody got any ideas? Why are the brakes going on? Look at that. That's weird. Have we found a broken formation? I know I'm in off British Railfan, but I wasn't. I wonder if it's got faulty AWS. Yeah, it was the AWS. So look, the brake pressure's coming up again now. Yeah, now we're getting amps. It was something to do with AWS. I hope that signal's still greener because I can't see it. Come on, you can do it, little one. We are slipping. Come on, little tractors, you can make it move. Maybe you can't. No, maybe you can't. No, you can't even stop it with a loco brake. That's pretty wild. There's amps. Let's build it up a little bit. Release. Loco, do it. Wrong one. I don't want that one. I want that one. Twit. No, they're rolling backwards again. Come on, take it up. Take up the slack. Come on. No, it's just started slipping. No, and it's dumped the power. It's not happy, Jan. Come on, little tractor. There you go. Now you've got it. Now you've got it. Hello, Michigan Railfan. I am going well, thank you. How are you? JP says, depends what you put on the back of the 52. That's two. We will do a Gronk Melbourne train guy as well. We're doing BCC, and if we ever get there, Shap, But at the moment, we're just trying to get things up Lickey. We may never get to Shap, because to be honest with you, Lickey's steeper. So Lickey's actually more of a challenge than Shap. Shap has this horrible steep bit right at the top, but most of the bank's actually fairly mild. Do I dare give it some more? Hopefully that doesn't slip. So far so good. Naturally, it opened the windows in the snowstorm. Let's get a bit more wiper. Let's try a tad more power, because we're not going to get up the hill at this rate. They're very quiet, aren't they? It's like they're not running. We've got the train moving, so let's have some more power. Not slipping, that's good. Let's try a tiny bit more before we get onto the real gradient. See if we can get some more speed up. Otherwise we're not going to get up the hill. Now we're on the move. We've got slippage from the back one, but not the front one. Let's come off the juice a little bit, see if we can stop it slipping. Stop slipping. Even at 4% it's slipping on the back one, but the front one wasn't. It's weird that the front one's not slipping and the back one is. Maybe the sander button on the front doesn't act on the back one. That'd be interesting. Oh well. The back one will be getting a really nice wheel polish. We'll just go back to 100% throttle and ignore it. Now I reckon they're both slipping. Yep. Front one slips at about 33. I should have just left that as it was, you know. I reckon it would have got up the hill. What I reckon's happening there is that the sander control only works on the front locomotive. The rear 20 still has its brakes on. Huh. Well, there's an interesting concept. Well, let's start it again, and we'll get in there and release them. Hello to, who was it? Mega Simulator Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Let's try that, and we'll test your theory, Melbourne Train Guy. I kind of like your thinking, because maybe it wasn't slipping. Maybe it was just the brakes on. Loaded coils, that's the same one. Dunk. I wonder if that's why I was having trouble with the brake pipe too. Let's just sit in the chair so we take control. And this time we'll put the master key. AWUS. It's interesting that it's already in forwards, isn't it? But it is. and it's in off. Good. Let's put the loco brake on, release the train brakes, and let's go and release the, oh. We're going to get stuck there. I don't know if we can get back into that cab, but we'll try. No, they're in shutdown, so they should be fine. You shouldn't need to do anything with the brakes on that one. And they're definitely not on. No brakes. So no, it's not train brake. Not train brake related at all. Oh, door. No, not handbrake. Door. Starting to roll away, isn't it? Thought about it there for a while. Can I have the door? Bloody hell, game. What's going on here? Finally! Let's see if we can sneak up here. Can we? Yeah, I can't jump either. Sorry. Now I've done it. So we'll just take off more gently and not fang the crap out of it. Because I think that's where we had dramas. So I think once they actually get it moving, we stick on about 50% power, we'll probably be fine. And brakes are fine. Let it build up some amps if it's going to. It doesn't want to build amps. Why don't you want to build amps? I have to wonder if this thing's AWS is actually faulty, you know. Oh, actually, no, it engages DSD as well when you put that on, doesn't it? And me getting out of the chair might have buggered it. That might have been it. Still no amps. Can I have amps? Come on. Give me amps. No, nothing. Alright, turn it off again. Can I have amps? No, can't have amps. The train brakes are released because the train brake pipe is at 70. I don't really know what's up with this beastie. Reverser is off. No, it's not. Reverse, hang on. Why is it off though? It shows forwards. Nah, come on, really? Huh. Crap thing. That would be why. That's interesting actually, because the real one hasn't got a off position there. Huh. Well done, Melbourne train guy. Well done, sir. Enough of you slipping. Enough of you slipping. Come on. Too much juice. I should just let it manage the slip though, really. It should just do it. Still wheel slipping. Can you go forwards? That's the question. No, you can't. I don't like this guy. Should have just kept going with it before, I think. Come on, little unit. Go forwards. No, you want to. Is that back one slipping? Can't bloody... Stop taking on that end. No, it's not slipping yet. Now it's slipping. Do you know, we should have just kept going with before. We were doing fine. Because now it's not going to do it. Now we're just going to fail. I don't like you, train. I really don't. How can you behave so differently between the two sessions? I don't like you. Go, get the load moving. Don't slide backwards, just get it moving. We're just going to sit here patiently while you think about it. There you go. Look at you. Put your headlights on and you can move. Go figure. What's that got to do with anything? You're a terrible driver. Well, the back's moving. Let's give it a little bit more stick. Tiny bit more stick. I don't think the second loco's brakes are on. We looked at that before, British Railfan. Mega Simulator Gamer says, when I was slipping in the 20 and sliding, I held the anti-slip brake even when accelerating. 5 coach could probably get a Gronk up ship. Oh, Gronks will go anywhere. There is an anti-slip button somewhere, isn't there? That one. That does actually slightly apply the brakes. The anti-slip thing actually applies the loco brakes just a tiny bit. Probably should have left that alone and not done that, because now we're slow again. Come on, you two, you can do it. Nah, can't see it. It's lost it. So 20s can't do it. That is clear. And now, just to prove a point. Which one will we run? Which one will we run? DRS, why not? They won't be heavy enough. DB. Yeah, that'll be heavy enough. Let's run that one. Go. Gunk. Single DB. Single 66. Come on, let me in. Come on. Shut the door. Yeah, we've taken control. AWS. We want goods. Should now have goods braking. We do. Okay, let's put the direct brake on and start to release the train brake. Come on, keep going, keep going. All the switches are on. Let's leave that pumping up the train brake while we set a path. See, I'm betting the 66 can do it. And maybe 120 would probably work better than having 2 as well. Alright. We have the GO. It's better be one of the good 66s. No way we're slipping backwards. Come on. Figure it out. Figure it out, little 66. No, you're not going to be able to do it if you're running backwards, are you? Fine. I know. We didn't put the wipers on. That's why it failed. Go on. Figure it out, little 66. I'll keep the brakes on a little bit for you till you get some... There we go. You got movement? No. It's notch 2's too much for it. Come on. Lift your little load. Don't slide backwards. How big is this bloody train anyway? Oh, it's a whopper. God, it'll never get this going. No chance in hell. I may have picked a bit more than this thing can handle. Just a bit. All right, let's have one more try. And then we're leaving half the train behind. I don't think it's going to be able to start this load somehow. No. Why do you get stuck on poles? I am in a free-frame camera. I actually think a lot of the performance problems with this game are to do with so many things having collision on. Can you lift that little load? You can't roll backwards because you're touching the train behind you. Because you can't even move that. Come on. How could you possibly be rolling backwards? There's a train behind you with its brakes on. Now you're doing it. No, you're not doing it. Yep, 66 looks like a fail in these weather conditions. I can't use the loco brake trick because it rolls backwards. The train's too heavy. So my bet would be this actually isn't particularly realistic. All right. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to put two 66s on it. It was the 66 I picked, wasn't it? Oh, no, it's that one. It was the one I picked. 21 loaded. Was that the one I put on it? I think so. Loaded. Right. Do these things actually know how to double head? I'm not sure about that. And simulate the world and put a pink one on the front. Does anybody know what the voltage here is on this line? Because I am wondering if Vectron would run here, but I'm not sure what the voltage is. Reverse it in. Yeah, brakes off. Let's just roll backwards. That it? That's it. Okay. What I don't know is whether double heads know how to double head or not. 66s know how to double head, not double heads know how to double head. Well, that looks like it's all connected quite happily. We have the joining cable, so hopefully actually, we don't have a path yet, do we? Need a path. Let's see if two of them can do it. Let's see if they can even double head. And the fact they've got the cable suggests maybe they will. But we'll see. We've still got airflow, so the train's still charging. It's slipping in notch 1. Even with two of the buggers, but it's a heavy load to lift. Let's just see if it can figure it out by itself. We'll just let its load control take it and see what it does. Come on, see if you can figure it out. As we just roll backwards into oblivion. Run those traction motors right into the red. Let's bring the loco brake down a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, it's starting to go. Let's see if we can stop the slipping. A little bit more. Well, lost it. I had a path. What happened there? What happened there? We're doing that again. Because we almost had that. That was going to work. Oh, the RHB, yes. We could put that on there, on off the rails. Like that would work. Come on, you big pink beast. You were winning that, you were winning it, and your driver rolled back behind the signal and screwed you over. So we're going to do it again, and this time you're going to win it properly. Right, let's set all that up again. Maybe we should save it after I set it up. What do you reckon? Think I should do that? Goods timing. Wrong. Goods. Wrong button. That one. Come on, roll back. Right. Now, we should have our brakes applied. We've got lots of airflow, so the train's charging up. So we can release that last little bit, I think. Oh, it's just going to hold. It's fine. Just wait for the train pipe to charge up, which it is, slowly, very slowly. Or it's just confused. Let's go and make sure they're coupled properly. Yeah, looks like it. It is actually looking a touch weird on what the brakes are doing. Makes me wonder if the other one's got brakes on. Oh no. Why is that dropping? That makes me think the other one's confused.
because your brake pressure on shouldn't be dropping. Let's go and see what this other one's doing. If this one was fighting us, that would have explained a lot. What do you think you're doing? So you haven't even got a reverser in. Alright, let's get out of here quickly. Get back into the other one before it rolls away. Yes, I know I left the door open in the other one. I don't care. Alright, let's get a path on this one. Before it starts to roll backwards, because it's going to. But I don't think they are double heading properly, so this will probably fail, would be my bet. Over. I love that it's showing wheel slip and it's not even moving yet. We'll let that build right into the red. Just leave it there. And just let this build. Now, is the other one running at all? Can't see through the windows. I should have opened a window. What about this side? Is it powering? Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, we've got a chance in hell of doing this. We're leaving the loco brakes on though. Come on. Oh, you were doing it in notch 2, but you don't want to do it in notch 3. Alright. Melbourne train guys said the DRS and 166s don't play well in double-headed formations, being coded for 385 ECS hookups. Michigan Railfan says, doesn't banking com control both locos? These locos don't have banking com. Banking com is unique to the American ones. Why did the coaster come with my cup? Weird. It's trying to go. Let's just knock the loco brakes off just a tiny bit. Tiny bit more. We're holding. Because I'm just using the bogey brakes to, or the loco brakes to stop the wheel slip. He's certainly powering. Let's just hold the independent there. It's accelerating. It's very, very slowly picking up speed. Dare we grab another notch? Or do we just let it sit? Rails says, if the wheel starts slipping, wouldn't it destroy the flanges? No, but it'll melt the track. Melbourne Train Guy says, I need to run Thomas up the grade just to show these other things what can do it. MTG says, the 193 will destroy this without a doubt. And he says it does run on Glossop, so yeah, okay, we should be able to run it here then. Your last messages have disappeared, British Railfan. Melbourne Train Guy says, trying to source the quote for the DRS 166s and when it was streams when Adam discussed it. They might have fixed it because they seem to be running together quite well. Shove a tractor in front, you think, British Railfan? The fact that it hooked up the cables should suggest it'll actually work. This is accelerating. Let's try and grab another notch. See if we get away with that. I'm going to keep the loco brakes on. If it gets to 5 miles an hour, I'll take another notch. Sand could help. But I'm stopping the slip with the loco brakes, so the sand wouldn't make much difference. We are accelerating. Alright, we've got to 5. Let's try another notch. So I'm deliberately powering against the locomotive's brakes. And we are accelerating, definitely. So your message is you will post a YouTube video of you taking fully loaded up 20s, but have you got snowstorm and full wetness turned on? Because that's what's giving me grief, is the wetness. Alright. Do we try another one, or we just let this sit? I reckon we'll just let this sit. Why do you have your headlights on? Silly thing. See, because this is holding and it's not slipping, maybe we'll grab another notch. That didn't slip. Wait till it gets across the points. What a place to put points, eh? At the bottom of a bank in the steepest part. God, the drivers must curse the engineers for that. Well, if you can get them up there, British Railfan, go for your life. I certainly didn't make it work. See you later, Phil. Have fun. Some Welsh bloke says in real life, when in multi, you leave the back loco brake shut down and key out. System takes care of it. Yeah, it should. We're starting to slip. Let's drop a notch off. There we go. Slip solved. Let's see if we can have that notch back now. So I'm just going to let it cope. Might even put the loco brake back on a little bit more. So we're losing speed here. Nah, she's losing it. She's losing it. She's lost it. Well. Failure on the 66s. They can't even stop with the brakes on. Come on, more, more. They were doing so well too. They were doing so well. Why is that so reflective? See, when you look at that, which is reflecting the ground, That's one of the things that kills performance in this game. So the sheds almost did it. Not quite. Let's try a different formation with sheds, because I think maybe if we had a smaller train, they'd probably go. Because I reckon that's right on the edge of being able to do it. But we could also try a Vectron. Because, you know, the Vectron's pretty well known for its ability to not slip on shit, so I just don't know if it'll work here with the voltage, but we will try. We don't want a Flix train Vectron. We want a DB Vectron. With some kills, whatever they are. Alright, so if the Vectron actually works here at all, which I have no idea whether it will or not, but we'll try. We will certainly try. No, wrong chair. German loco, right chair. Okay. So, master key. Cut in the train brake. I'm going to go forwards. There's no point turning on any safety systems. Now, do we have any kind of line voltage? Not a sausage. All right. Now, is it 25 kV here? Let's find out. Enter. Back to home. We have no line voltage at 15 kV. What about 1.5? Netherlands, 1.5 kV. Let's try that. Enter. No, that's not changing, is it? Why isn't that changing? It is enter you press, isn't it? Like the E button. Or am I doing something wrong? Right arrow? Left arrow? How do I tell it that's the one I want? I thought it was enter. Neutral for power mode changes. Aha. 1.5 kV. No, it still won't let me do it. Right arrow? Left arrow? Go back to home? No. Yeah, reverser is neutral. I'm sure it's the enter key that does that. Maybe it doesn't work in this version of the Vectron. That'd be embarrassing. Everything's off, so I should be able to do this. Battery should be on. 25 kilovolts for AC UK. Is it really 25? Yeah, I can't change it, so it does not let me. I don't think you have to open the breaker to do this. I think it just doesn't like this track, to be honest. Do I even have a pantograph up? Yeah, I do have a pantograph up. Let's try and drop the panto. Down? Good. Right, now can I do it? Yep, that let me do it. All right. We've now got 25 kV. Now if I put the panto up, panto is up. Do I have line power? I do. Okay, we're going to be able to do this. Good. Okay, let's set a path for our little Vectroon. That's ridiculous that I had to put the pantograph down. I don't think that's realistic. I think there's probably, it's confused because it's on English track. And it's going, goddamned Englanders. Alright, we have Brems Engeliten. Okay, it's not too surprising. Train brake release. And let's put some juice into it. She's not making any noise though. The brakes are releasing. That's a good sign. Do it this way. No. Oh, hang on. No, I get it. I get it. Right, there we go. She's not powering though. She is not powering. Oh, that's because it's one of those throttles. Stupid me. Is she going to try and power? It's not looking real promising. She's not looking promising at all. She's going backwards. So we still don't have any traction power, I think. Which makes me wonder, is it really 25 kV? It's higher. Ah. Very good, Fractal. Very good. Oh, it's making noises. Well done, Fractal. Clearly I'm an idiot. I shouldn't be trusted with trains, that's for sure. Wipers, wipers, wipers. And because it's a Vectron, we can just give it all the juices and just let it deal with it. Because it just does. It tends to just figure shit out by itself. It's trying hard. It'd be funny if even the mighty Vectron fails at this, because its computer should be able to do it. Ooh, we've got 3 traction motors that are powering hard now. 4th one's coming up. Whoop, 4th one lost it. If you're wondering what I'm watching when I'm saying 3 of them are powering hard, we've got our 4 traction motors. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of them have got full juice and one's struggling a bit. You've got this, mighty Vectron. See, when you want something done properly, get a German. If that first traction motor ever gets power and keeps it, I'll throttle up a bit. Whoop, that lost it. All right, let's just put up with 60%, shall we? Because 65% completely lost it. Can the Vectron climb the bank? With only 3 traction motors powering, probably. We'll soon know. Has she even got sand? It does. Ooh. But I think it probably sands by itself, surely. Ooh, she's making different noises now. You know what's funny? This is the steepness. Actually, Lickey back is less steep than the line I fire steam engines on. Because we're 1 in 30. Right. With sand on, I'm keeping all 4 traction motors going. Let's give it a little bit more power and see what happens. See if we get away with it. Oh, we lost a traction motor there. It's coming back. Ooh. I think that tiny bit more power was a bad idea. Come on, Vectron. You can do it. Come on, Vectron. I think you're going to die, aren't you, Vectron? I think this is going to need 2 Vectrons. No, she's lost it. All right. Let's try it with 2 Vectrons. One was so close, and it might have actually done it, to be honest, if I'd left it alone. It might have been okay, but I tried to give it a little bit more power. And that wasn't going to happen. That's what we had, wasn't it? 30 kills. Is there one with 2 Vectrons? Just to save me spawning in another one? No. Alright. Let's spawn in another one. It's funny, isn't it? They're so confident. Is there even a single Vectron by itself? Don't tell me I have to make a formation. Really? Oh no, there is one. How close are you? You close enough to couple room? No. Alright, let's jump in the first one. At least I know these things work properly when you link them up. Alright, Mr. Vectron. Let's get you... Panto down. Deutsche Bahn. 25. Home. Panto up. Main breaker. Do we have line power though? And we don't have a pantograph still. Why for we have no Pentos? Faye. Oh, hang on. That's why we have no Pentos. How come it let me put it down, but it wouldn't let me put it up? Right, we have power. Goodo. Brakes off. Can I have power? No, I can't have power. I'm sure I closed the MCB though. No, I didn't hold it long enough. Can has power? Cannot have power. Yes, I can. It's still rebooting. Come on, release the brakes. You know you want to. Oh, it's probably charging up the main res actually, isn't it? You know what? I'm so clever. Clearly I haven't driven a Vectron for a while. And I'm making it work on foreign soil. Alright, brakes on. Did that put the brakes on? No? How about that one? Alright, let's go couple it. Right. Do I have to change that one? I wonder. Or will this one just figure it out because I coupled them together? Let's find out. No, this one hasn't figured it out. So I'm going to have to jump in this one too. Master key. Should probably have opened that first. Pento's up, we have power. Alright, let's turn that off again. And hopefully it's controlled by the other one. We can hope anyway. Right. This time for sure, Ollie. Isn't it funny that a steam engine's the only thing that's gotten up so far? Or steam engine and a 20 with a 101 on the back. Right. Let's go here to Burnt Green. Come on, let me choose it. Thank you. Now, has this one gone into forwards? That's what we need to know. It has no lights on at all. But we will find out, I suppose. Brakes are releasing. Let's see if it makes any power. In fact, is mine making any power for a start? Mine's not making any power either. We haven't got these brakes applied, have we? Released. Why are we rolling backwards, train? Why are we rolling backwards? The brakes weren't on the back one. I could see by the display they were released. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I'll be able to get down in there now. Come on. Sometimes this game infuriates me. Yeah, so it's got brakes on now, but if I release the brakes... Yeah, they're coming off. So if I can get power on this one, hopefully we'll get power on both of them. But it's not even trying at the moment. Did I close? I did close the breaker, didn't I? Sure, I closed the breaker. It just did go clunk though, which is interesting. Now it's making better noises. Come on, start powering. Come on, power. We have power. All right, let's... Yeah, it's powering. It's going to be full of snow by the time we get there, but it is powering. All right, 53 is where it loses it. 50 is good enough. It's alright, Somewhat Blake, no problem. I think Fractal, I'm a bit impatient on the MCB. We just slipped again then, even with the sanding button pressed. We're building up some speed though, so we'll just leave it at 50% power with the 2 Vectrons. Still accelerating up the 2.7 so far. But as the rest of the train comes on, that's probably going to change. That's got all 4 going. Mine's a bit choppy and changey, but the back one's fairly solid on the power front. She's holding pretty well. Vectron rules. Some Welsh bloke says was reading DB is selling some of their Vectrons to a hire company as workers dropped off for them. General economic downturn, probably. I'm just going to keep the sand button pressed all the way up, but a little bit of a slip there. Computer got it back. Mostly. It's still got one that's slipping a little bit. There we go. Dual Vectrons up Lickey Bank. You know, when the Class 90 comes out, we'll be trying this. We'll do one more thing up the bank after this, and I think that will be the penultimate one, or the ultimate one, actually. This is the penultimate, but the ultimate one for the stream. So someone asked for a 150 before. Should we do a 150? I don't think a 150 will struggle up here at all. I think it'll just motor on up quite happily. How did the wagons fit under the bridge? Ah, fine. They're not that tall. They fit under the wires. No damage. It's interesting, every time I come back in, it slips. Actually, interestingly, I'm surprised it's letting me go this fast without PZB on, to be honest. Shouldn't it speed limit me? Off she goes. Bank done. I'm tempted to find out what a single 4F can do. So 2 Vectrons do it easily, where 1 Vectron couldn't do it at all. We're just going to assume that's going to change. Because it usually does. Or it's not. Hey, that was close. Very close. Well, we know this one's got here, so what did we want to do next? Do we want to do a 150? Do you want to try a 4F by itself? What are we going to do? What are we going to spawn in this time? Choose wisely. Actually, I know what we should do. Because someone's going to say, why didn't you do it? That's pretty big. We want something about 450 meters. There we go. That's about the same size train, except that's got three locomotives on the front of it. This isn't going to struggle at all. Not with 3 bloody locomotives on it. Ah, well, we'll do it anyway. Brakes are cut out. Locomotive, maintenance mode, more options, F8. We want it to be dimmer for a start, because it's too bloody bright to read the buttons. Right, operator controls. Independent brake lead, auto brake cut in. There we go. Infield on, step lights, gauge lights. Let's get some brakes on, because we're rolling backwards in case you hadn't noticed. Bit of heater because it's cold. Bit of headlights on. Where are the wipers in this thing? Up there somewhere, aren't they? There they are. No, that's fan speed. Wipers, that's all we want. Good, okay, let's path this thing. I don't think it'll struggle too much. Not with that. Not with 3 locomotives on the front. And if it can't get up here, well, much mirth will be made of American superpower. All right, are we ready? I think we're ready. So, independent brake, full on, release that. You're not making any effort, are you? At all. Oh, hang on. I turned that on. You gonna make some power? There we go. Now we're making some power. Come on. Stay zoomed out. Come on, you giant pumpkin. Few Swiss cows about you, reckon some Welsh bloke. Wheel slip light has gone out. It was slipping for a little while there, but I was just letting the computer control it. Because this thing auto sands. Shouldn't need to do it. We are accelerating. Don't need banking comm because there's only the locos on the front. David says it needs a noise abatement order to shut the bell up. I call it the JD. She hasn't gotten up to a very good speed yet, and she's getting to the bottom of the bank. I don't see myself being able to go up here in notch 8, because I reckon she'll slip. You know American trains, they like going up big hills at 12 miles an hour. We're not slipping yet. Oop, 7 lost it. Looks like we can have 6. 6 is as good as we're going to have. No problems with bridge clearance. There's a small problem with overhead wire clearance. I think it's gradually tearing all the antennas off. In fact, it's disappeared into the cab there. Yes, minor clearance issue. That would be going at the very least. Oh, look, it's kind of floating just above the rails. Funny angle, maybe. Oh, I'm seeing traces of sparks from the far side. We're getting some slippage, I think. But only on the other side, not this side. Oh, now it's not doing it. We have wheel slip. Let's come back a notch. Wheel slip lights out. I'll laugh if it can't get up. I have a faint suspicion it's going to, though. I think it'll drop down to about 12 miles an hour or so, and it'll still go. Should try an SD70 as well, because they are basically a 66. Oh, we've lost a mile an hour. We're not at the top yet. A little while to go. Lost another mile an hour. We know we can't give it more power, because it'll just lose it. I do remember trying to get one of these up Cajon Pass in the snow, and it couldn't. But Cajon Pass is very long. Lickey Bank is not. It's moderating its power. You can see it's going quite nutty on the little effort bar graph there. So it is detecting and monitoring and managing the slip by itself. And this is normal train speed for American freight, 12 mile an hour. This is kind of cheating though, because there's 3 of them. I think if there was 2, it would probably be a fairly different story. But as it is, I don't think it's going to struggle. Not unless it just completely loses it at some point, because it's almost there. Yeah, I think it's just going to settle into 12 mile an hour and hold it. I don't think we need to worry about the bridge, some Welsh bloke. I'd worry more about the ground collapsing and swallowing it up. Certainly how the cars just keep driving through the snow, isn't it? No one plows this one. I just thought of one more thing that needs to come up this bank. One more thing. Ooh, it made funny noises in the 2.9 bit. I don't know if you heard that. But I think it's going to make it. But there's one last thing that has to come up this hill. Because what are we going to do if we don't run a nodding donkey up here? So apologies we never got to Shap. We had way too much fun on Lickey. Oh dear, Mr. Train Guy. Thinking of holidays, on Wednesday night will be my Christmas special. And we're going to be running the Crimson LMS Jubilee with its Christmas lights train. Thank you, Rivet. On Riviera Line, and we're going to go. And this is not a straightforward run, I have to say, because we're going to be going from Paynton to Totnes, which means I actually have to run around the train somewhere. I've worked out where. I proved I can do it last night. I didn't finish running it, but I proved I can run around the train. It's a bit of a mess because you need to involve the signaller, but you can do it. Some Welsh bloke says even though the UK has a smaller profile for loading gauge, we have a better axle load weight. Most main lines like 25 tonnes. Yeah, I'm not sure what these trains are. They're probably quite heavy, I would expect. The little locomotives I run are 38 tonnes for the entire locomotive. So across the 3 driving axles and across the 2 ponies, not much load left. Well, I think we can safely say this one's going to get up here, no problem at all. So I don't think we need to go to west of the way to Barnt Green, really. So let's go and do a pacer. We need to run a pacer up. Let's see if it can. I'll be curious. All right, let's go. Last run for the day. And we'll have to do Shap on a different day. But I think this one's actually more fun because it's steeper and you can spawn in right at the bottom of the bank. You can't do that on Shap. 142, isn't it? Do a transport for Wales 142. Why not? On a rail tour. There we go. Whoop. How do people think the little donkey's gonna go? Oh, look at that. The driver's an idiot. Can't get in. Have to get in this one. Can I get in this one? No, I have to get in this end, won't I? Can we open the panel cover? Thank you. And normal. Open. Why is it foggy inside? Oh yeah, I forgot this one was modernised. Day headlights. Can we put the heater on? Don't know. Doesn't look like it. Wipers are here. Close the doors. Get a path on. So what do you think? Can the pacer do it? Whoop, the guard thinks we can do it. Oh, DRA. No problem. Surprisingly, it hasn't got an announcement to make. Does the pacer even slip? I don't know. Here comes the up bit. Last run for the day. Oh, the whole pace is on the bank now. And to be honest, I don't think it's noticed. It's still sitting on about 32, 33 mile an hour. It doesn't care. This little tiny diesel screaming away. No saloon heater? Poor buggers will be sitting back there freezing. Still 32 mile an hour. I picked this one for you, some Welsh bloke. It might suit your sense of humour to invade England. I'm almost tempted to find out if it could start from a standing start on the bank. David says, I've been in a pacer in those conditions between Lincoln and Sheffield. It was utterly unfazed. They're an amazingly good little unit for something that was built as cheaply as possible. I do kind of wonder if a diesel mechanical is a little bit less inclined to slip, because you've got the whole powertrain would have to speed up and slow down, not just the wheels. Whereas with electric traction motors, there's not really any downside if they start to slip. I think we know the answer. It's just going to roll on up. take this one into Bart Green, and that'll be it for today, because I'm going to try and run outside and mow the grass before it starts to rain. Bonk. I like having the great big button that you can just go bonk. And after it starts to rain, because I can't go outside and work on the outside for Christmas, we'll probably just have to do some stuff inside and maybe go to the home of Swedish cardboard furniture. Melbourne Train Guy enjoyed the stream. Going to fill up the social batteries. Well, it's good stuff. Paces are definitely fun. Oh, it finally changed gears. Thanks, Melbourne Train Guy. David Smith says, you Southern Hemisphere chaps are balmy mowing the lawn in December. Yep. I better start slowing this thing down or we're going to overrun this signal. Because at 30 mile an hour you get away with it, but not 50. Some Welsh bloke loving the TSCX as well. Yeah, they're quite a good unit. I'd like the TS control things as well, because they actually use the API. They don't need additional software, but the other thing that's really amazing, there's an American thing called the Sim Hogger, which is pretty good. Well, looks pretty good anyway. Well, when this gets into Bart Green, that will be the last stop for the stream. And I'll see people on a Wednesday night, which is Tuesday morning for the Brits. And we're going to run a Christmas special from Paynton to Totnes on Riviera using Rivet's LMS Crimson Jubilee with Christmas lights. I don't think anybody would actually get out, but you never know. Formed of 3 coaches. I don't think so. I think that's me. 2 coaches. Anyway, that's it for today. So have fun, everybody. Dexter's Crickenberger says, you're a big fan of trains. Fantastic. Good way to be. Alrighty, enjoy yourselves, and we shall see you on Wednesday night, I hope, for the Christmas special. Otherwise, see you on the other side. Might stream a bit more while I'm off work too. We shall see. We shall see what the other half is, what she's got planned. Never know. All right, have fun. Bye.